There's an exciting new addition to Flow, the Ladyboss retreat lineup. Sanford Health is providing workshops addressing a big change for women that often happens at the height of their careers, menopause. Laura Kroon is the co-founder and president of Ladyboss. She's here with Sari Taden from Sanford Health. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, menopause. It's not the funnest thing to think about, and sometimes even talk about. I know I try to avoid it personally, but it needs to happen. We need to talk about it. Can you give us kind of an idea? I know you're doing like a Menopause 101 at the retreat. What does that look like? What are you going to be explaining?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're going to be explaining that menopause is not a disease. I think, like you said, we're all afraid of it, majorly because it is an unknown thing. We don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about it till we're going through it, and then women think they are losing their minds. They think they're going crazy because they've never talked about this before. They don't know what to expect. And so it's really important that we start talking about it now. Even if you're not a woman, I think it's really important to talk about it with men as well, because every person is going to have a woman in their life, and if you are a woman, you're going to go through menopause.
That's true.
Yes. So we're going to just be talking at the retreat about what is menopause. Let's bust some myths, because again, when you don't talk about things enough, that's when myths and misinformation come up. So what are the truths about menopause? Also, just talking about the physical side of it, but also the emotional, the mental side of it, because it really changes your self-concept for a lot of women. And that's a big piece to it that needs to be talked about. So just talking about those different aspects of it, making it something that is not taboo to talk about anymore. Right. But the more we get it out there, the more it becomes something that is okay to talk about, and it's important to talk about.
And I imagine with any life change, menopause included, you kind of have to reestablish your confidence, kind of redefine who you are, because now your body feels like it's different than it was maybe a short time ago. And I understand part of this is you have different tools for women to work through symptoms or to work through the mental health side of it. What kinds of things? I think yoga was one of them.
So I'll be presenting on yoga. I'm a yoga instructor myself and have been doing a lot of education in menopause yoga specifically. So a big piece to menopause, probably the most common thing that we do know about menopause or people hear about, is the hot flashes. Oh, the hot flashes, right? There's actually a lot that you can do for hot flashes to make them more bearable. And it's important to note not everybody will go through hot flashes and experience that through menopause. But yoga teaches a lot of breathing techniques, a lot of mindfulness techniques that help you to have less severe symptoms as you go through menopause. Also, it's important to recognize that beyond just the reproductive transition that's going on and how menopause changes the reproductive system, it's also affecting other parts of your body, including just your bone health, and keeping limber and keeping that flexibility in your joints is so important as we get older. And so yoga, to do yoga mindfully, to not be scared of yoga because you're not flexible enough, that's what we're going to be talking about. It's important to do those things to help you to stay as healthy as possible as you go through that transition.
And I think what's really important too, Laura, you can comment on this, that the Ladyboss Retreat partly is about women supporting women. Because we all go through this. Everyone's going to go through menopause. Everyone's gone through mental health issues. Everyone's gone through confidence issues. But this is a safe place where women can go and be supported by other women, and that's coming up in March. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so the Ladyboss Retreat is March 3rd through 5th at the Grandview Lodge in Nisswa, Minnesota. Yes, the connection piece is so important because we, as women, we need to find other women that we can connect with, and especially if you're an entrepreneur or somebody in business, having someone you can talk to about those different challenges is important. And it's really important for us to bring in this emotional, physical wellness, mental health, all those different pieces that are more about you as a person, because we bring ourselves to work every day, and we need to be feeling good and being okay with who we are and what we're doing and how we're feeling in order to show up and be as successful as we can be.
Absolutely, and I looked at kind of a rundown of the event. You have some amazing speakers coming, you included. And then, of course, it's a beautiful atmosphere, and then you get to just kind of to sit with women and talk to them and build those relationships maybe that you'll be able to keep for years to come. And I mean, you can see in the pictures here, it's just a good opportunity to maybe take some time for yourself, take some time for your own mental health and your, even learning about different ways that you could be a leader, different ways that you can kind of impact others. So if you want to get involved in that retreat, it's March 3rd through 5th at Grandview Lodge in Nisswa, Minnesota. You can also go to the website, ladybossmidwest.com, get more information. It looks like an absolutely fantastic event. So thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, talking about this important issue. Now, coming up on today's show, an update on the progress of Garden of Healing and how it can help it grow.